Hi, I'm Angela from SpinachTiger.com.
I'm Marshall. I'm Ryder.
And we're gonna make biscuits together. Only, I shouldn't say we, they, 6-year-old boys are gonna make biscuits and I'm gonna guide them. We're gonna make them by hand, all in one bowl. You ready, guys?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Let's do the flour Ryder. We need 2 cups of white lily. And the reason that I put this in there is so that I know that this is not my regular all-purpose flour. So I cut out the label and I put it into the jar. That's a baking trick.
Okay. Put it outside.
Now what I want you to do is fill this up all the way to the top and then level off. One of the things I like about baking with kids is it's teaching them about volume and measurements and also cooking. Let's face it, it's a good thing to get kids cooking. Just be okay with the mess. And now Marshall, you're gonna start adding in a teaspoon of salt, which is right here, and a tablespoon of sugar. That's already measured out. Pour that in.
Then this one.
Perfect.
Ah!
Take this and put this over here. Okay, now we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and I want you to level it, make sure it's very level. Dig in, this is a tablespoon. Just level nicely. Perfect! Because we don't need too much. Okay, tablespoon goes in there. Now I want you to take the whisker and whisk all of those ingredients together. That's gonna aerate our flour, and it's gonna make sure everything is evenly dispersed. Next thing we're gonna do is add 6 tablespoons of butter that has been cut into cubes and frozen for about 15 minutes. Who wants to put the butter in?
Me.
Okay, Ryder, you put the butter in.
Oh, can I put that milk thing? Okay, butter's. Can I put the milk butter in?
He's gonna put the buttermilk in. Get it all in there, and let's roll your sleeves up. Okay, let's get it all, yeah. Now, I want you to take your hands and start, yeah. He has always loved to play with flour. And like I said, when we started making biscuits together a couple of years ago, of course we'd have a big floury mess, but isn't that part of the fun? And now they're a lot better with it. And one day, probably when they're about 9 years old, they'll be doing this all without my help at all. Which is great.
And with the
Do you want to try? And with the microphone. Oh, they want to make their own videos, right, guys?
Yeah.
Keep going. Get in there. Get in there. Yep. Get it all squished together. It's very important to get them to wash their hands first, including yourself, and take off all jewelry. You should never bake or cook with your rings on because your rings have bacteria. So that's another tip. You want it crumbled up to small, grainy pieces. And as the butter, this ice cold butter, stays cold in there, it's gonna melt and into the flour and make really flaky, yummy, delicious biscuits. Now let me see how we're doing here. Pretty good.
It's kind of getting, it's kind of like mixing together.
It is.
So it might get bigger clumps. Sometimes you might want to wear something to keep you clean, not to get
like an apron.
Stuff on too.
Aprons are great ideas, right?
Right. With patterns on them.
With patterns would be nice. It's pretty.
With polka dots or stripes, with hearts, or like scarves or dogs on them.
Yeah.
With sidewalk.
I think we're almost ready for our. If you see any big pieces, just smoosh them. Smoosh them in there. Now, Ryder, pour the buttermilk in, and I have taken a pinch of.
Marshall, buttermilk.
I've taken a pinch of baking soda.
Ooh. Now I need to stir again.
This is what we want. Now we use a spoon. Now we
Can
won't.
I do it? No, I want to do it.
Take turns. Take turns.
My turn.
Okay, this is how we settle disputes. Turns.
It's
Your turn is next. In the meantime, let me wash your hands a little bit. Okay. Now let him do it while I wash your hands a little bit. Just a little bit of kitchen patience and kitchen kindness makes the kitchen a happy place. You just have to be patient. You know you're going to sweep your floor when you're done. But this is the most important biscuit secret I can teach you. Now listen, boys, I want you to have sticky dough. You see that, how sticky that is? People think you need to have dry dough like a pie dough or a bread dough, but that would make a terribly horrible, rocky, hard biscuit. See how sticky it is? Can you touch that? It's very sticky. Now we're going to do something to change this. We're going to get this into a little pile like this. Here's our magic. Now watch. Going to get a little bit of flour. Now watch this. Pat this.
Okay, I'll pat it.
This is going to be
Okay, where's the brush? Where's the
whoa.
It's turning into dough.
to real live dough. Now I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but you need to put it in the freezer so it'll like
we don't
stick
put
together.
now we don't need to put this in the freezer. Okay, now watch. Get your hands out of there for a second. I'm gonna put a little more flour.
A little more flour. I didn't even taste it.
All right, here's what I want you to do.
I just act like it. Uh-oh.
Pat it down a little more with the palm of your hand. Palm, this part of your hand. Pat it down. Instead of using a rolling pin, we're gonna pat it down.
Okay, Marshall. Don't only
Okay.
do it on your palm.
Okay, now let him do it. Okay, and then we want it even. Okay, what even means is we want the middle and the end all to be exactly the same height, thickness. Okay, hold on, let's see what it looks like. Let's show everybody. Believe it or not, look at that. That is a soft, it's really sticky inside, which is exactly what you want. And we put the flour on the top and bottom.
Are you watching us right now or not?
Well, they will be once we put this on YouTube. Okay, Marshall, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this medium-sized cutter. We're going to use this side, go right in the middle. Straight up, straight down, straight up. Straight up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. Do another one.
Can I do one?
We're going to try to get it stuck in there, just like
I
that.
want to do one. All you need to do is twirl it to make it get it in the cutter.
Okay, that's perfect. Can you put that next to that one? Have it touching. That's called kissing. Touching.
Can I
Yep.
get one?
You do. You each take a turn.
Hey, Ryder just done one.
I know. Okay, now Marshall's turn. Put that in there.
It's like a flower.
Down. And up. Got it.
That one bounced.
Fine, that's fine. Go ahead, put that one in. Perfect.
Another one?
Yep, another
Sure.
one.
They're gonna fluff up in the oven. So if stuff gets on the edge of your
There, that's fine.
thing, you might want to.
They don't have to be too perfect.
They don't have to be perfect.
No. Okay, I'm going to put this dough together very carefully, and we can still get a couple more biscuits out of this.
Can you like
Pat
get
it down.
one? Like one?
Well, we'll get two. Okay, go ahead.
I could do it
You do it.
like right there.
Perfect.
Okay, I get the dough.
He gets the dough, he puts it in, and we're gonna bake these for exactly 15 minutes at 450.
Oh, like a flower.
Now, Ryder, take that cream and brush. You can brush them with butter when we take them out of the oven. And I always do a little cream or a little milk. It just helps them to brown up. And then into the oven they go. Okay, 15 minutes later, we've got these beautiful, super duper fluffy biscuits. We had a little bit of a camera fail and we ate a couple biscuits and realized we weren't recording. So we're gonna do that part over. We've got the fluffiest biscuits and I'm gonna show you. Who wants a strawberry jelly biscuit?
Me.
Okay, so here, yikes. All right. Oh my gosh, tell the camera after you eat it how good it is.
Michael, you have it. Oh.
Go ahead, take a nice big bite.
Uh-oh. I'll eat this one.
Okay.
It's coming apart because it's so breakable.
Well, go ahead, because it's so soft.
breakable.
Only because that one was in the center and a little too hot. Okay, normally they don't come apart. See? Great, fluffy. And the cameraman wants what?
Apple jelly?
Apple. And butter, he said. Okay, this is not low-cal by any means, so get your exercise on when you're going to eat these biscuits, but they sure are delicious. Cameraman, there you go. Thank you, and don't forget to visit SpinachTiger.com, cooking fierce food a woman would love and a man would marry her for, right?
Right.